Yo, let's get into the first tip. Let's get into the first tip. The first tip is based on you playing defense. Oh, some people are like, Jordan, what is defense? Defense is normally you playing like this: shoot, build, shoot, build, shoot, build. So that's like the thing. You shooting with your shotgun, boom, and literally building in front of you, or jumping up and building above you or under you, anything like that. Or just getting out of your box, you shooting like that. That's like you getting angles and shoot, angles and shoot and build, angles, shoot and build. So that's like how you play defense.
Okay, I think the peanut butter would have been better in this case regardless, but it's okay. Right, tries to go for the wide edit. What he's trying to do here is the fact that he can go for a wide edit and then use the cone. You can see him stepping back, so he's moving his joystick back to hide behind the cone and use the cone as a peak, so he makes a really super wide edit. However, he misses the edit, right? So then he just goes for this peanut butter, jump up, and then shoot, place floor, right? Because of the fact that he jumps up and he was originally on a cone, he's able to do this. Every time you can always shoot build, you should always shoot build. Shoot build is much easier than shoot reset. So in this case, it's much better for Day to go for something where he can shoot build, and in this case he does have an opportunity to do that. Very good for Day to actually recognize that. He has a really good knowledge of peaks and also a good arsenal of peaks. What I mean by that,
he can't shoot you because if it's on peak and you just hide behind your wall or reset your wall. So that's like literally him not gonna be able to shoot you, and that's one of my useful tips. This can be, you can put this in competitive and in creative. Obviously it's gonna cause your opponent like, what is this kid doing? What is he doing? Is he the best player because he's playing defense? And he learned that from watching this exact video. So boys, the next tip that you have to implant into your game or your gameplay, or in competitive or in creative, is by you playing really smart. By you playing smart, I mean by thinking everything through. As an IGL, you have to make smart plays, smart decisions, and just be like really smart and just observing everything that your opponent's gonna do next. You're not Aladdin, you cannot go to your literally go shadow bomb into your opponent's back and see, okay, this kid has a lever. This, you just have to read him like a book, and by doing that can literally save you from any 200 pump, and it can just make you finish off the fight quicker. As a solo player, you have to do 3 of these things. You have to IGL, you have to frag, and you have to torp. That's mainly the 3 things you have to do in any solo gas cup. And by doing that, IGLing is the most important thing you have to do, because you have to play smart. It's end game, and you can do this in early game, end game, mid game. It doesn't really matter. It's by you just playing smart. And yeah, smart W key. There is smart plays, smart piece control, advanced piece control. That's smart too. So it's just, there's so many ways, and you just think through what you're doing next and tell your team, okay, this and this and that, etc. We're gonna do this. Or you playing as a solo, okay, my next step, this and this. I'm gonna go torp in, literally going for that kills, ARP, and gets back in storm. It's just by me talking like that, and you can just really be patient of anything you do. If you're playing smart, be freaking patient. Patient. Be really patient. And yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys a clip of Day being really patient and really smart at this time, and listen closely what the guy says while reviewing Day. How can I not say while reviewing, bro? But yeah, hold the clip.
the fact that Day, in my personal opinion, does stuff that is really unexpected, which makes him, so good. And obviously there's a lot of mechanics in it and a lot of, specific decisions that he makes that are really smart. However, I think his playstyle is like what I call the unexpected playstyle. So players will never be able to predict what he's doing, and that's where he catches them off guard. So 84 right there, really good shot. Now he's going to play really aggressive because of that health advantage. Now this health advantage is inexcusable. Right here, the reason why he doesn't immediately run up, right? The reason why he's just crosshairing is he thinks that the enemy just might drop down and also, catch him off guard. Also, if he runs up, he knows the enemy's right up here, right on this stair on my mouse. He can potentially shoot Day in the back of the head, so he's not going to run up here. If he hears the enemy try to pop a mini, he's going to aggress in that case. 200 HP Day versus like a 10 HP enemy. Very good fight to take. The next fight's really simple. This guy, I mean, this is first game. This is the reality of it, guys. Like, easy to win and also easy to fight in, right? So one thing I really want to emphasize in games like these is you can judge your enemies. If you're fighting your enemy and they're not building that well or editing that fast, fast or even, playing really slow, you can sort of tell whether they're an easy player to pick off. And in that case, you definitely want to key and make sure that you're getting that kill.
Alright, let's get into the third tip. The third tip, okay, you gotta understand. You want to high ping. Basically, you can't take walls. You can't take walls. You can't hold your wall. So what do you have to do? I mean, if I'm in a box and I try to hold my walls, the 0 ping guy will take it instantly. Not even in a, that guy will take it instantly. So what do you have to do? Box up, expand out from the back, or expand from the top, or don't expand from the side, because he can go for a clean piece control on you. So yeah, understand that. And I'm actually gonna show a little clip of the piece control in this kid, because he's trying to expand from the side. And yeah, it's gonna be rolling right now. So yeah, you can't do that. You can't expand from the side. If you expand from the side, you're gonna make a huge mistake. It is just bad. Don't even try to go for people's walls. If you see your opponent is off guard, if you're in solos, don't go for walls. If you're in trios or in duos, you can easily go for walls, because your teammate is gonna try to go for a side wall, you're gonna go for the front wall and holding this side and holding this side, but he can't. It's too fast, because you guys are trying to take the wall instantly. The reason why I say don't take the ceiling or the floor from the top, because it's gonna take you so much longer. It can edit on you even. So yeah, that's my tip for yeah, that's 3. Okay, that's tip 3. So never do that. You're gonna make a huge mistake.
The first tip I have that I really want to emphasize is the fact that you need to be timing your wall takes correctly. Many people complain about high ping, and while this is a very real thing and definitely a disadvantage, I find that people are often not timing the actual wall build correctly when taking the wall, and then clearly they definitely won't win the coin flip when both they and the enemy are holding the wall. Be sure to practice this in creative to get this particular timing down, and sometimes, even if you're actually good at this timing, it's important to be consistent with it. What I mean is, sometimes you want to be able to get the correct timing on the first try in the fight, and when you're in a real fight in FNCS, you don't have second chances. You need to be executing this perfectly. The second tip that I have is to use your guns to take walls, especially your AR. This is a great habit to get into because it gives you a lot of extra range, and this is something that you'll often see in professional level box fights. ARs are really good because the opponent won't necessarily know whether you're spraying at them or whether you're trying to take the wall. So it gives a little bit of confusion, and they'll be more worried to edit out on you if you're spraying at them, as compared to when you're pickaxing the wall, which leaves you completely vulnerable. The third tip that I have is to make sure that you're getting in the habit of shotgunning a new wall to reduce its HP and pickaxing it once to then take it. If you do this play right after a wall is built, you'll be able to surprise the enemy and take it rather fast with just a single pickaxe to follow. Be sure to note this works on any material type, but it's pretty hard to do this on metal, so watch out for that. The fourth tip that I have is to generally push walls when you have a significant HP advantage. Some scenarios where you have 200 HP and the opponent has 100 HP or less, that is a viable time to pressure someone's wall. The enemy will be generally less likely to edit out on you if they have to heal first or if they're low. They'll just be too scared to do so.
Listen, if you are a trio or if you are a duo and you're playing Fortnite, this is for low ping players and for high ping players. So this is tip 4. So understanding this right now, you can't play like a solo if you are a trio. If you're playing trios arena, stick to a trio. Stick with your teammates. Stick with them. If you're playing duo, stick with your duo. Because if you're gonna make solo plays, you're gonna die, and you're gonna blame it on your teammates for them not being with you. But you're the one who made solo plays, so don't do that. It is bullshit. I'ma be real with you. You're gonna die and you're gonna feel depressed for your whole entire 3 years. You're gonna bump your head against the wall and freaking tell yourself that I'm the worst player because of doing that shit. Don't let your ego get over you. Cause I had an ego. I mean, I think everybody who played Fortnite had an ego. If it's in duos, in trios, in solos. If in solos, you can do anything you want, to be honest with you. But if it's in trios or duos, bro, lower your ego. You're not the best player. You're not the mechanical skilled player. You do not have the best aim. You're not Reek, you're not Day, you're not Clicks, you're not Mongrel, you're not Waverdeal. Nobody of that. So play with your team. If you're seeing, I'll show you this clip how I think it's Tayson, Reason, and Vino stick together with each other at all time, and it is a perfect example how you and your team should stick together, and why is it so important for you to stick as a team and not do solo plays. And yeah, hold the clip.
Right, because now that guy is going to be out of play. It's going to be a 3v2 for the next 10 seconds. Look at this sort of setup that they have right here. I really want you guys to understand this. So there's like a huge cluster of builds right here in the middle. If I just redraw the scenario that's happening in the game, there's a huge cluster of builds in the middle here. These are the enemy builds. Vino goes like this, and then Reason and Tayson push together right here. Actually, you guys will realize that this is something that happens often. It repeats. This is something they've planned out beforehand, that these two will be together and that this guy will go here to prevent them from leaving. If these guys are split up within the box, they can take constant 2v1. They can come around here, beat this guy with 2v1. Then as they're trying to run away, Vino's there to capture them and taking cone floors above. The most important thing about this 2-to-1 setup is the fact that you need to make sure whoever's year 1 knows how to take fights without dying and knows how to keep his distance, because if Vino ever gets too close, he will get 3v1 and he will die. Tayson and Reason, like I said before, really close together. Vino's on height. A good way to make sure that you never get W keyed if you're the solo player in the 2-to-1 setup is the fact that you can stay on height. You can AR from a distance, you can stay on height, take walls from a height, right? There's a lot of options there. And then Reason's on the other wall on this box. So it's really nice setup. Let's just look at this 2v1 that's happening. So Reason's going here, and then Tayson's coming from here. Notice how this is so much better than Reason going here and Tayson going here. And the reason is because these guys can find each other if the solo in this box wants to run out at one of them. Let's say this solo in this box immediately runs out towards Tayson, right? And then just like 200 pumps him or something. Then Reason can come along and clean up the fight and completely clean up the fight and help Tayson out and make sure he doesn't get full killed. Just make sure that when you're pinching, you're doing it in sort of like the northeast or the northwest. You're doing it where you're beside each other like this, instead of doing the setup where you're like this. If you notice, if you're ever going from the north and south like this, it's going to be really difficult because the enemy can run out and 50-50 one of you guys. So we'll continue the video. Right, easy kill because they pinch him and they're really close together, and Vino's actually helping out from above. And again, they know they have a man advantage, so they run in together. Once you get that first knock, you need to be shoulder to shoulder, peeking everything together, and really making sure that you're 2v1ing every sort of situation. And that's what's happening here. Vino's been here at the top right, so he's actually helping out a lot. And then the final kill comes in. Notice how each one of these kills out of the 3 enemies was a 2v1 or a 3v1. And that's what you want to do in a fight. Right here. Again, look how close they are together. This is the sort of thing that's happening. Try to watch your last fight back as a trio and ask yourself, are you this close together with your teammates? Are you taking peeks together? Because if you're taking peeks together and you're this close to each other, shoulder to shoulder, you'll find that it's really, really easy to win fights just naturally.
So let's get down to the bonus tip, guys. This is the bonus tip. So if you haven't already known, you play on high ping, maybe on 120, let's say maybe on 160, and you want to get lower ping but you don't know how, use a LAN cable, use wire. That is the bonus tip. I'll put an Ethernet cable right here. You can show how, and I'm gonna show you how does a Ethernet cable looks like. It is super affordable, and it is so cheap. You can buy it anywhere. I mean anywhere, bro. So yeah, if you do not want to use a LAN cable and instead you can buy exit lag, it is one of the best. I don't use it, to be honest, in my opinion. A lot of people use it. My friends use it, and he says it's so amazing. And yeah, that's the last tip. And yeah, just use a LAN cable or exit lag. This is a VPN. I'm not sure what the VPN is called. I'll put it up on the screen right here. I'll search it up later. I'm not sure. Not sure what it's called. But any 3 of those, any 3 of these up on the screen, you can use. It is so good. But unfortunately, it's not for console. Or the VPN, either exit lag. I think it's not for console. So yeah, either you have to buy yourself a PC. If you're on console, use wire. If you're on PC, use exit lag. Any 3 of those, it is so good, and I think you can get so much better ping and be the best that you can, achieve your dreams and achieve your goals that you always want to reach. Maybe you want to get temps easily, lower ping and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my last tip, guys. I'll say, guys, goodbye and have a great, fantastic day, because it's super hot right now. You do not know how swimming. My skin is glowing. I'm sweating right now because it's so hot. It's night too, guys. So yeah, hope you guys have a nice day, and like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. You'll see more tips on your For You page or on your recommend, or you can go search up my YouTube channel and see all my videos that I posted. So yeah. No intro, no outro. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute, and I'm out. Peace.